Hey folks, this is Dr. Mike, and thank you for taking the time to take a look at this edition of the MedXPRO Connection, our newsletter. Now, I know you probably say, Dr. Mike, where you been? Folks, we've been busy. As you know, we moved our offices to Houston, Texas, and now we're partnering and collaborating with one of our medical exercise specialists here, Jason Hodge, and his facility, Medical Fitness Pros, and that's kept us incredibly busy. So we've been doing a lot of stuff. Probably the biggest project we've been working on here is our MedXPRO network, the relaunch of it. We've added some new components to it. We're trying to make it bigger and better to really help you build your practices out there. So that's the biggest thing we've been working on. So my apologies for not being in the mix here lately, but we got a lot of cool things going on. So again, thank you for taking the time to download this edition of the MedXPRO Connection. And you can see we're doing this now by video. I'm starting to realize and starting to grasp the idea of Google Hangouts and podcasting and all that stuff. So I thought earlier this week it might be cool to do the newsletter basically like a video or a series of videos. So what I'm going to ask you to do is give me your feedback on what you think about this. We're using Google Hangouts, as you can see, to videotape this. It's Sunday afternoon here in Houston, and I decided to sit down and just actually, hey, talk to you a little bit, tell you about what we're doing, some of the things that are going on, put together a newsletter, and we're going to try to do more newsletters like this. We can actually communicate with you a little bit better. I think it may be easier for you to consume this information this way rather than actually downloading it and reading it and all that kind of good stuff. So we got some links below, some text below, but also these links are going to take you to videos that we have on the website. So thank you again for that. So let me tell you about a couple of things that we're doing that are listed in the newsletter below. So if you just look down below, you'll be able to get some of these links. So the first thing that I want to tell you about is a white paper that we've completed. Let me show you the white paper. It's called Medical Exercise Training, the New Modality. And, you know, when we started out, some of you that took our courses years ago, we started out with the concept of post-rehab fitness. And all of you know about the medical exercise specialist certification and the post-rehab conditioning specialist. They were all based on the idea of post-rehab fitness. Well, folks, 20 years later, it's 2014, we did the first course back in 1994. So 20 years later, this concept has evolved now to medical exercise training. And I know more and more of you are getting clients that are coming in off the street. They're not coming directly from doctors, therapists, or chiropractors. You're working with these clients. So we've evolved the concept now to medical exercise training. So this new white paper, as you can see, is called Medical Exercise Training, the New Modality. And with this white paper, we're talking about the future of medical exercise training, the opportunities, and most importantly, the impact it can make on our healthcare systems around the world. So we're going to have 3 versions of this, and one of the versions of this is going to be used as the basis for our marketing for the MedXPRO network, and I'll tell you about the network in just a second. So if you would, go to the section down below, just hit the link. There'll be a little video there, and that video will take you to a website or to our web page. You actually put your information in there, and you can actually get the paper for free. It's 100% free. As I said, this will be part of our MedXPRO marketing packet, and when you look at the paper, you'll see at the bottom we have information on the Medical Exercise Training Institute here in Houston, but you'll notice on subsequent pages we actually will be able to customize that information and put your contact information on that white paper. And once you become a member of the network, we'll be able to do that for you. The next section below the white paper information talks about our MedXPRO network. Now, folks, this is something that I've been trying to do for the last probably 10 years or so. And the idea is, I know it's hard for you to connect with medical professionals, to juggle all the balls of a business owner. You know, managing your clients, managing your family, your spouse, your kids, your responsibilities, just life. So we put the MedXPRO network together with the idea of helping you build your practice. And as all of you know, I'm a physical therapist. When I first went into private practice years ago, I joined a physical therapy network, and it was instrumental in helping me connect with insurance carriers, connect with medical professionals, manage the patients that were coming into our practices. So we're trying to do something similar. Now, it's in its infancy, so we're just getting started with this. So if you go to, I believe it's the second section down on this newsletter, there's a video there that'll tell you a little bit about the MedXPRO network. There's a link there that'll take you over to a web page on the website, and we're releasing this, and I shouldn't say releasing, we're relaunching this at the end of this month. Okay, so we have different levels there. If you want to take advantage of some of the paid levels, you can. We do have a free level that is our MedXPRO basic level, and that'll give you access to some of our podcasts and some of the other things that you may have interest in, and you may just want to kind of see what it's like until you decide you want to join in. But I think over the years, this is going to become more and more important, because the issue, folks, is not that you can work with clients. The issue is, can you get referrals from medical professionals, and most importantly, can you get paid from insurance companies? And I have to be honest with you, we've made some major headway with that here in Texas through medical fitness pros and working with insurance companies, giving them the documentation they need, and it's become a good situation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not all roses. There is some work involved in it. But I think this is going to be a major component of the building of the medical exercise training practice and discipline. The next session we have is a new offering we have through our MedXPRO network. And this offering, Medical Exercise Jumpstart, will start on July 28th. I know some of you are out there trying to build your practice. You've just finished with the new MEST program, maybe in the last 2 years. Or you did the MES or PRCS a few years ago, and you're still trying to get all the components together of that practice. Well, the Jumpstart program is 6 sessions. We're going to use Google Hangouts for the Jumpstart program. It's a program designed to help you get all the basic components together to build a strong and successful practice, and a profitable practice too. It's going to take all the guesswork away and give you clarity and a foundation, a marketing plan, all the things you need to get that practice rolling and connect with medical professionals in your community, build a profitable practice, and most importantly, produce the outcomes you need for your clients. So that's the second section there, Medical Exercise Jumpstart. So you can click the video there, watch it a little bit. There's a link there where you can sign up, and we do have an early bird registration available for that. The third section down is our podcast. Yeah. We're doing a podcast. So now I'm doing this Google Hangouts thing, and some of you who have recently gone through our MES study group sessions, we started doing Google Hangouts probably back in February of this year. Well, I got the great idea to do a podcast. Now, we've done some audio recordings in the past, but this time we decided to really make it a podcast. So we got all the artwork done, went into the studio. So these are our first 10 podcasts. So right now, we've got 3 of them available on the website. And the podcasts are 100% free. So if you go down to the third section, click the link, you can go over to our podcast. You can download the first 3 that we have available. We've got 7 more that are going to come online over the next week to 10 days or so. And then after that, we're going to produce more, but we're going to produce more, and they'll only be available for those individuals who've joined the network. Now, as I said before, with the MedXPRO network, we have a basic level. It's 100% free, and you get access to some of our forums. You'll get access to some of the podcasts. It's all free, but what I want to do is develop a community and a network for all the medical exercise specialists, post-rehab conditioning specialists, medical exercise program directors to come together and start to communicate. What you do in Victoria, British Columbia, what we do here in Houston, what's done in New York, what's done in London, is going to have an impact on all of us. And we all need to start working together to help build something that's going to be strong, productive, effective, so that the medical community and the general public will start to look at this and say, this is a viable course in managing our patients or our clients. And most importantly, the insurance carriers will look at this and say, this is something that we need to invest in and start to pay for those individuals that have chronic diseases and or after physical therapy chiropractic care is done. So that's what we've been working on for the last several months. And I'm sorry we haven't been in contact, but I kind of took the shortcut on this newsletter and did the video segment. So hopefully you'll like it. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Number 1, accept my apologies for not being in contact. Number 2, shoot me an email at drmike@postrehab.com. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's going on. Tell me about your success stories. Tell me about what's going on in your practice. Most of you I've met over the years. I've met you in person or over the phone, or obviously you've seen me in some of the videos. So I want to hear what's going on, because we want to start compiling these success stories and getting them out there to everybody, because I know you're in this by yourself. You're a lone ranger in your community. So we're going to try to get this network together, get everyone to start to communicate and collaborate so we can make this thing bigger and better for everybody. Because the one thing I've seen in 20 years, you guys do great work. Some of the success stories I've heard about that you produced are magnificent. But we haven't done a good job getting out there to the medical community and letting them know what you're doing. And we now need to start to really hit hard and get the insurance carriers to understand this whole concept of medical exercise training. So again, email me, Tell me your success stories. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me about your medical referral relationships. Send me pictures of your practice, and you can email me at drmike, drmike, at postrehab.com. So if you would take a look at all the sections below in the newsletter. Tell me what you think. If you want, join our network. If you want to take advantage of Jumpstart, you can register for that. We've got an early bird registration. Please download the white paper. Let me know what you think and share it with other medical exercise professionals. And if you would, take advantage of our podcast. We did the first 10. I was a little bit shaky on kind of some of them, but I'm learning. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Be gentle, but let me know what you think. And again, it'll be good to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing. I wish you Godspeed in everything that you're doing. And remember, exercise is the key to long-term management of most medical conditions. You guys are doing a great job. We just want to hear from you. So thanks again for listening in. Best wishes to you, and I hope to see you in subsequent editions of this newsletter. I hope to hear from you. I hope to hear from you in the network, and I hope to you come down to Texas and see us for our MedXPRO Summit that will occur at the end of October. So thanks again. Go over to the website, postrehab.com, get more information, and best wishes. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.